Here we go now. Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Dr. Bobley, and you're watching Open. It's that live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. You can stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Leading things off, our first guest is the wealth building coach for Journey to Wealth. And she's here to provide insight on her own journey into wealth building and to promote her 5-day online wealth building boot camp for women. So please welcome to the show, Alicia Holmes. Alicia, welcome.
Welcome, Dr. Bobley. I'm happy to be here. And this is a great time to be talking about investing and finance and everything that's happening in the world right now.
Now, this is for BIPOC women. Explain that.
Black, Indigenous, and people of color. That's a term that I think really and truly captures the women who find ourselves the most disenfranchised. And if you look at the statistics in terms of wealth, and I'm talking about, I always talk about net worth. And net worth is when you take everything you own, you subtract everything you owe, and that bottom line is your net worth. And that's where wealth is. If you're not paying attention to your net worth, I don't care how much your income is going up, how much money you're making, tracking your net worth. So the net worth for BIPOC women, I think the recent statistic had Black and Latinx women, Latina women at net worth at around $100. There's a study anywhere from $100 to $1,100, whereas for white women it's like 41,000.
Yeah.
And that's only.
Yeah. Well, Alicia, how did you want to get involved in something like this? Did something happen to you in life when you said, hey, you know what? Where's my money going? I want to find out more about my money. Because it has to be you first before you can begin to stop and take a look and help somebody else.
Yeah. So I was fortunate. When I was just 19 years old, I was at an alumni event, truly party on campus. And I had someone kind of jokingly on the dance floor, was an alumni, said, oh, do you want to be rich or you want to be wealthy? And
so you guys were just dancing along and you got into it.
We got into it. I must have said I wanted to be rich with, some kids talking. Yeah. And I said, what's the difference? And he said, if you're rich, you have money. If you're wealthy, you'll have time. And so I was introduced the concept of not having to exchange your time for income and having money work for you. And that's where it all started.
That's where it all started. With everything, there has to be a foundation. That's where it all started on the dance floor. Are you still in touch with that person?
I am not, dating myself. That was like 30 years ago.
All right.
But 2 years out of college, all of that information that was given to me, I literally I started going to auctions and buying, real estate and making sure I was investing in index funds and keeping my expenses low and living below my means. And, in my early 30s, I built a significant portfolio. And in my early 40s, I was just completely financially independent.
Yeah.
Not having to exchange my time for income. And so this is what I teach.
Yeah. How does that look when people are making maybe this much, but they're spending this much? What is that called? Of course, you have to get it like this, where you're making this much and you're spending this much.
Yes, that's called cycling downwards. That's what I say. You're in a downward spiral.
You're living above your means.
Living above your means. I was working for a nonprofit, making like a third to 25% of a lot of what my friends were making at the college because I really wanted to work in the nonprofit sector.
Yeah.
But with the right information, is specialized knowledge, I was literally able to go to auctions, buy property, and build a multi-million-dollar portfolio by the time I was in my early 30s.
Yeah, and with your knowledge, you were able to save more than somebody making way more than you.
So the reason I was able to do that is because I kept living below my means and directing my resources to investing. So my first property, I was just taking as much money as I can investing, and I had a certain amount of money, and I was able to go to an auction with just a $12,000 cashier check and buy a luxury condo. And it was because I was being masterful at managing my money and living below my means and directing everything that I could towards investing. And this is what I teach. It really, and my story is, it's not about what you make, it's about what you do, what you make, and the information that you have.
What is your role with Journey to Wealth? And how did well, it started from that journey on the dance floor all the way to now, right?
Yes. So after I was financially independent, I've always been about women empowerment. And I'm like, what do I want to do? And I said, I want to teach women what I learned, particularly women of color, because I understand a lot of the struggles that we have very specifically that don't look like anyone else's struggle. And so Journey to Wealth, I founded it as an educational organization to really teach women the tactics around what you should do with your money and why and how, and also the mindset, and then the healing that we need to do around, really and truly, around our relationship with money. So it's very holistic what I do.
Yeah. And this also creates generational wealth, and a lot of people, they say, well, you know what, I'm just making the money that I'm making. And then once I use it, that is it. And I hear some very, very rich people saying that too. I'm not leaving my kids anything. I'm going to spend all my money and let them kids work for it. I heard Steve Harvey say something like that.
I call that the rich people, not the wealthy people, the rich people.
Yeah. Yeah. So talk a little bit about generational wealth and how we should conduct ourselves in order to build that generational wealth.
Last year, I had a number of attorneys who specialize in building generational wealth and having people set up trust, because we think that trusts are only for the wealthy, but no. If you own property, if you have accounts, what you want to do is you want to put that money into trust and set up the guidelines so it can last our families for generations to come. And it went beyond having a will. And so these are conversations that we are not in enough and we don't understand enough about. So I had two incredible women, trust attorneys. That's all they did. They've been in the business for 30 years, having some powerful conversations. I have a community, I think about 150 women now, who subscribe membership in the community. And they came and spoke, and it just was so enlightening, eye-opening, things you don't know that you shouldn't do and things that you should do if you really want to preserve generational wealth. So that was last year, a huge focus was on thinking about generational wealth and trust and wills and estate planning and insurance, all of those things.
So let us get ready. Let me pack my bags, and we're going to get ready to go to this boot camp. Tell me about this 5-day boot camp.
Okay, so I'm having a free 5-day challenge. I have a lineup of some incredible women. And the first 3 days are about what I call fertile ground. So the first day I have two amazing women speaking on dreaming big and manifestation. The second day I have two amazing women speaking on self-care. The third day, I have two amazing women speaking on community, tribe, and women supporting ourselves. The fourth day is an incredible conversation about the fifth industrial revolution, what's happening now in the world, and why as women, we need to invest in it and we need to build and shape it. And in the fifth day, I talk about accelerating wealth building. I have a venture capitalist. I have another person coming in talking powerfully about the things you can do to invest. In art and theater and places we never see ourselves investing in. And so that's a 5-day free challenge. It's February 20th, and I'll be promoting it on February 1st. And I have my flow code, but I have my boot camp. My roadmap is a 4 to 6 week program. You got to be ready.
Got to be ready
to unravel, heal your relationship with money, work on your net worth, create a dream-based budget, understand your investments, and then analyze do a portfolio analysis where you're doing that,
Yeah.
like from soup to nuts, it's life changing.
Everything.
Life changing.
Now, is this going to be zoomed out, or where's it going to be? Is it the
It's
physical
Zoom.
brick and mortar location?
Zoom. It's all online.
Okay,
So,
we got to make sure we get that so we can check that out. Yes,
mhm.
yes. What tips would you give to somebody looking to? They don't know. They're going to start a bank account. They want to start off from the bottom, so they can say, "Started from the bottom. Now we're here," like you.
hmm So the biggest tip, a lot of times when we don't have financial information, particularly as women and women of color, we go into what we think is the safest investments, like putting our money in a guarantee account in our retirement account or a CD in the bank. And I just implore everyone, understand index funds that follow the market, and you can invest in the market and how the market and grows over time. And so 90% of the women, when I have them look at their retirement portfolios, if they had just been in index funds instead of some of the low performing funds or guarantee funds,
Yeah.
they literally would 7 or 8x their retirement accounts. And I've had women do that, make a change and like 2, 3, 7x their accounts just by understanding what an index fund is. So I can't go into it a lot now, but please do your research. Look it up. That
Look
one
up
thing.
index funds.
Yes.
And I know we started out by talking about going to auctions. Do you still do that?
No, but I plan on, I have a feeling in this market downturn, there are going to be incredible opportunities that only come, like this is the time when you make financial decisions that build generational wealth.
Yeah.
And so I have a dear friend, a mentor who's in his late 70s, who's a powerful real estate investor. And we're meeting every Friday, and I'm getting a download about playing powerfully as a real estate investor.
Ah.
Mhm.
Beautiful. Okay. So where do we go next? I want to make some money. I want to watch you help others make money too.
So I would say, well, go to my flow code. All of my information is there. The boot camp, how you sign up for the boot camp, how you sign up to get more information about Journey to Wealth and everything I'm doing. When you sign up, you get a free debt elimination ebook that I created. I've helped hundreds of women get out of debt. I also started a organization called Disruptor DAO. It's a Web3 cooperative economics, the new way that we'll be organizing ourselves in the future, where we're talking about disrupting the wealth gap in the fifth industrial revolution.
Yeah, I
And
like that.
having women, we partnered with the organization actually to offer a free 6-week blockchain course where you learn about blockchain, Web3, NFTs, everything. And we're in the middle of it now, but we have another one coming up, I believe, in the end of March. And so we're like committed to having women be empowered in the fifth industrial revolution.
And I know I'm going to wrap. They're wrapping me right now. But I know that people coming out of the holidays with the heavy credit cards, heavy credit card debt, that's probably one of the first things you want to start working on. But can you post some of that stuff up on your website? What website are you working
I'm
with?
at journey-to-wealth.com.
Mm-hmm. Journey-to-wealth.net also, right? They can visit that.
Yeah, journey-to-wealth.net. That's my old site. I'm actually taking that down. But yeah, you can go to journey-to-wealth.net also. But really, you want to go to my flow code, because every single thing that I'm doing, you can access my Twitter, my Instagram, Disruptor DAO's Twitter. Please join. So all of the different, it makes it very easy to go to find me and Disruptor DAO and Journey to Wealth and my bootcamp.
Thank you so much for teaching us. Alicia Holmes, wealth building coach, Journey to Wealth. Watch out. You want to take this journey? She can get you there. She can get God gave you 2 feet. Put one foot in front of the other and step to what you need to do. If you want to make some money, you want to be rich, you want to be wealthy, you want to be comfortable, Alicia Holmes will show you how. Alicia, thank you so much.
You are welcome. Thank you.
All right.
It's always a pleasure.
Great.
Okay.
We'll take a quick break. I've got more open coming your way next.